Hi, I'm Brandy, and today I want to take a quick moment to talk to you guys about why you should try a Magickal subscription box. I made a similar video to this about Korean beauty boxes, and while a lot of the information overlaps, it is different because this is not just because it's a different genre, but because I don't think that Magickal boxes are as mainstream as beauty boxes. I could be completely wrong about that. You guys will correct me in the comments if I am. But also, I wanted to do this one not just to talk about the 7 pros and the 4 cons of getting a Magickal box, but also these are the things that I consider when I'm getting a box, or when I'm canceling a box, or when I choose not to get a box, one box over another. These are the things that I think about in case you were wondering, or in case you wanted some help getting started to get your own boxes. But also it helps answer the question a lot of people sometimes leave comments saying, oh, this box isn't worth it. And it lets you know where I'm coming from, the reason that I'm paying for it, and I think it's worth it. So that's what it is today. 7 pros, 4 cons, my thinking. Let me know what you think at the end. 7 pros. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Access is the #1 thing I look for. The #1 reason I get boxes. It's because, you know, you have the ability to get items not readily available in your area, or that you may not know how to find. I live in a small town. I don't necessarily have a whole bunch of metaphysical shops nearby, or even apothecaries that I can go to get items. So this is a nice way for me to get access to a whole world of new things, and I really love that part. So access is my #1 always for any subscription box. #2, convenience. Very close on the heels of access. It is so easy, comes straight to you. You have a certain amount of privacy. You know, for those of us who don't have time necessarily to spend a whole bunch of time shopping, this is a great option. This is very generic across the board. Again, for any box, I'm looking at convenience. I want it to come to me. I want it to, you know, be tailored to what I'm interested in. So, frankly, one of the main perks, aside from access, is convenience for subscription boxes. Discovery. So this one starts narrowing it down. Discovery is so cool because often you get items you might not know existed, or you might not know that it had a magical purpose in the first place. So it's really nice. I'm always learning things from my boxes. I am learning all sorts of, like, about lodestones, about mala beads, about the significance of different herbs, art, different cultures, different mythologies. I am learning so much all the time. I'm getting so many cool items that I didn't even know about. So you'd learn so much. It's wonderful. Specialty. So I say this because more so than any other type of box, I believe, and you can always correct me, but it's just there's so many items that are specially made for your box in very limited amounts, or they're hard to find or acquire. So for a lot of my boxes that are super popular on this channel, so Sugar Muses, Witch's Moon, Tamed Wild, they made those things. The person at Sugar Muses, she makes her candles in small batches specifically for the box. You can't go to Bath and Body Works and buy that candle. So it goes with her dream catchers. It goes with the jewelry. It goes with the artwork. There's so many things that these magical humans create, craft, and design especially for this box, just for you. You're not going to get it anywhere else. Curation and guidance. This one's huge for Magickal boxes specifically, but what I'm getting at is here. The best Magickal boxes have a theme or an intention, and all the items go together and build on the theme. It gives you a chance to, you know, you have a goal and you can reach the goal a variety of ways. You're learning how to build your craft, how to build a spell if you want to, or even just different outlets for expressing what you want in a different way. So let me just, instead of rambling, just give you an example. You can get a candle and you can do a candle spell, or you can just take a bath with a bath salt and visualize while you're in the bath and have all of your negative energy wash away if you're doing a purification bath. Or you can wear your pendant and it's going to protect you. Or you can hang your dream catcher and you're going to have good dreams. There's so much that a good magical box that's been curated and themed can help you learn about how to meet your aims, but also resonate with you and your lifestyle. Also, there's tons of information about the theme, about the items, about the timing, celestial timing, magical timing, and how to perform it and suggested uses. Tons of information. It's good for new witches, it's good for curious people, it's good for old souls. Everybody, I think, can benefit from learning a new perspective. Inspiration and joy. I mean, why do this if it's not going to bring you joy? But I believe that they can inspire you with their items and information to try new things or add new knowledge to your repertoire. You may not actually do any of the rituals suggested, but you're still learning. You still have decor, you still have items that you may use in a different way, not that's suggested, maybe you're going to use it your way. But it can inspire you to try new things, to learn new things. And it also can help you practice and pay attention to your spiritual development because you're getting this stuff. You might as well use it. Value. Unfortunately and fortunately, it always comes down to money. Is this worth it for you? The magical box is special, and I'm going to say this really carefully. So in, for example, a beauty box, the items that you get should have a high return of investment. What that means is when you were to buy these individual items in the store, they would cost more than the box cost you to get. A lot of times it's a huge return of investment. Some of them even 100%, like you're getting double what you would have paid. You're getting double for what you paid for, double value, or even more. I've had more in certain boxes. So sometimes that's not necessarily the case with magical boxes because it's hard to pinpoint a price on a candle for abundance that's been made specially for this purpose and been blessed and has oils on it and it's ready to go. That's hard to quantify if you're trying to say, well, this is a chime candle that costs 48 cents plus some herbs that's like 15 cents. So I'm not getting my money's worth because these parts are coming out even to what I spent or just a very little return of investment. The value is not necessarily each part individually, although most of the times it absolutely is. Let me just tell you that. The value also comes from the peripheral things that you can't really put a price on. The value is not just the parts, the sum of the parts make it way more valuable together. They're meant to be used together. They're meant to be a theme. You're meant to learn. So I will say that for me, there is more to the value of a box than the items individually, what they would retail for. That's my opinion about magical boxes. Now the 4 cons. Of course, we have to look at the downside. Number 1 is my biggest pet peeve with any box is chance. Every time you get a box, you are taking a chance that you are going to get something you don't like. So life is not the only thing that's like a box of chocolates. Subscription boxes are like a box of chocolates, and sometimes you get the disgusting cherry cordials and coconut, and I don't like them. But you know what? There are tons of people who like cherry cordials and coconut. So it really just depends on who you are, what you're feeling, where you are in life. Not every box is going to vibe with you, and that's okay. So you got to find one that you enjoy, but you always keep in mind that there is a chance you're not going to like what you're going to get. You may get something awesome. You may get something that doesn't interest you. Or sometimes you occasionally get a box where you're like, oh, I got to cancel this. I just can't do this anymore. So that's the chance that you take. Number 2, excess and boredom. You may get a whole bunch of stuff you are not going to use or more than you can use if you don't stay on top of your practice. And I'm going to say I am guilty. I am so guilty. I have about 15 candles from one of my favorite boxes that I have not gotten around to using, and don't even get me started on like the 30 ritual oils that I have that I also haven't gotten around to using. So I am guilty of this, but I plan to remedy this with some giveaways in the future, so stay tuned. Number 3 is the vibe. the feeling that you get. Does this mesh with my personality? If it has no insert, which is something that I absolutely hate, or if there's no cohesion in the theme of the box. I don't like things just put in a box together that don't go together. That's not for me. I typically don't like it as much if it has those two problems. But if it has the opposite problem where it's like very, very specific and the items can almost only be used for that purpose, I don't like that either. I like a little wiggle room so that I can use my imagination and my creativity. So another thing, watch videos, read reviews, see if the vibe is going to be something that you are going to be interested in, because that's super important. If it doesn't jive with you, you're not going to be interested. It's going to be a waste of money. And that brings us to value. If you have all these problems, it's not worth your time. Don't do it. And that's sometimes hard because we want to like something or it's got such great reviews. And let me tell you, not everything is worth buying. If you are not going to burn any candles, if you are not going to use any ritual oils, if you're not going to take any baths, if you are not going to burn any incense, then probably Witch's Moon isn't for you. It may be it for tons of people. But if you're not going to do those things and you're not going to use those items, the value probably isn't in it for you. So just, am I going to use this? Is this making me happy? Is this something I'm interested in? That goes into the value too. And if those are not there, don't do it. What do you guys think? I want to hear your comments, your thoughts. How do you guys pick a box? What do you think of my top 7 pros and my 4 cons? Let me know below, please and thank you. As always, please like. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I will see you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.